All right. So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me today. It is cold where I'm at, so that's why I'm all bundled up here, and this is my winter look. So, um, cleaned up quite a bit differently when it's springtime or summer, but wintertime it's just cold, foggy. It's been raining all day, so heck, I just said might as well just be comfortable, right? So, anyways, what we're going to talk about today is how to start a business online. Um, there's a lot of different ways to start a business, but a lot of people are looking to start one online. It seems to be the most popular way to do it. And there's a lot of things that people don't know about starting a business online. So that's what we're going to talk about today. And thank you for being with us. So we're going to jump right into this. The first thing that you need to do to start a business online in 2018 is you're going to want to find a need that people have that is not being fulfilled, or even one that's being fulfilled, but there is such a need for it that there is a lot of room for multiple people to be in that space, as they say. Um, they call the internet and websites and stuff like that. They call websites online property for a reason, because if there's, just like in real life, if there is too many people that are that are on the same corner of the street selling the exact same thing, then there's going to be too much competition for you to really make a lot of money at it. So that's why they say to try to find a niche or a need that people are having that doesn't have a lot of competition. Um, that's the reason why we talk about this, about not having a lot of competition, because the last thing you want to do is you don't want to have to do a bunch of research, go out, start a website, spend money on advertising to bring targeted traffic to the website, and put a lot of time and effort into a product or a service that, say, is oversaturated, that has too much, basically, competition with it. And there are ways that you can measure that. One of my favorite ways to measure that is, there's a ton of tools out there, but there's stuff like the keyword planner is what you can use. That's from Google, and I'll have the description and the links throughout this as well too. The keyword planner is a really good one from Google, that shows all the keywords. It is kind of a little difficult because it takes time to learn that, um, but you can learn it, and it's a great tool to use, and it's free, and it's by Google. So it's going to be fairly accurate for what Google's reflecting, and it's also free as well too. I'm a big fan of free stuff. So looking for my other one. I do have this other one, and you're going to hear me reference to this one site a lot, just because I like it and I use it myself personally, and I'm big on um, things being simple and easy to do. And I've looked around for quite a bit, and so I've looked at just about all these different niches and these different niche sites, and times a trillion, it seems like. I've looked at all of them, spent years doing research on all this stuff, and come to find out the best tools for startups. So that's what I'm going to be trying to give to you guys, and I'll put it in the description right here as well too. It's going to be a website that you go to, and it's actually called the Wealthy Affiliates. I'm not a big fan of the name because it kind of sounds a little spammy, but the content is really, really good inside there. So if here's the link right here. Feel free to go to the that website, and they have a really, really good keyword planner inside there. And also, not only is it a good keyword planner, it it gives you the competition level, and that's kind of one of the main things that you want to look at is competition level within the niche. Because if you have a good niche, um, it's going to be high traffic and low in competition. That is going to be a good niche, and that's not even the everything right there. You could have a something that's really high in traffic, something that's has very low competition, but at the same time, it is not profitable. It has to be worth value for advertisers to want to advertise on your channel. So if you don't have the third one to where it's a valuable type of term and type of word, then you're not going to make any money from it, regardless. You can make money from selling money to the people that come to your websites, but if you want to make money from advertising, which um, that's the majority of the income that's made online is through advertising. Um, Example is Google is the largest online advertiser in the entire world. So um, they're all about advertising. Almost every business that comes online has to be about advertising one way or another, or else they won't really make the type of money that they can if they weren't advertising. So it's just a part of the internet. It's ingrained in it. Um, and again, think of it from a business standpoint. The internet is a business. It's not owned by one person. It's owned, by a number of different people. Um, but at its core, it is a business and an information portal. So that's the way the internet, functions. Any business, unless you're, nonprofit or a charity, you are in business to make money. That's just the way it is. If you want to be a charity, then you go be a charity, and you give away your um, your stuff, and that's fine too as well. There's a lot of great nonprofits out there that have some great information and do really good things for people. But at its core, just the very foundation of a business is uh, its sole function is to make money. So again, nowadays businesses it's changing because just the way it's been for so long, it's basically just been all about the numbers, and now it's trends are starting to go towards not just about the numbers, but more about the consumer. So if you're starting a business now, just remember that to be successful in it, to be really successful, just put your customer first, above everything else, above all the profit, above everything else. Always put your customer first. They're the ones who pay you in order to use your product or service. And without your customers, your business is nothing. So instead of just trying to go out there and get a quick buck, for the night by selling somebody something that they don't want, really put your time and effort into your product and into your customer, and you'll be the type of business that will last um, for the long haul, not just for a night or two. You hear all these people on the internet; they drive me crazy, and they're talk all about, oh, you can make $10 million in one night, whatever it may be, whatever they say. That's just it's such a line of crap, and and my advice would be don't take that type of tactic going into this if you're really wanting to start a business, because it's the it's the worst way to do it. If you're wanting to start a business, you want to create something that's going to last. It's going to be sustaining, for years, not just for a month or so. I mean, how many internet gurus do you hear of that are around for the long haul? Not a lot. They're mostly just around for their time, say a month or two, if that, and then they're off the map and they're gone. So you want to create a brand, something that stands for products or services, and you're going to want to be good to people and treat them good, not spam them, and you want to create a brand that's trustworthy. So that's what you're going to want to do. Now, these links are all that I talked about are right up here, and this is a very very over the top overview of this. So the first thing that we talked about was, the fact that you want to find something that sells. There's basically about 12 different niches that are what's called evergreen niches. And these evergreen niches, they don't, they're not just like a fad. They don't just come and then they leave and then they're no more. Evergreen means that they are just like an evergreen tree that's always green. These evergreen products and services, they are always in demand, and they always will be in demand. And they are things such as um, health products are always in demand, relationship products are always in demand, um, any type of job type of products, they're always in demand. Believe it or not, get rich quick. That's another type that's kind of always in demand. I don't like it, but it's kind of always there. Um, and then there's other things too. There's real estate, and there's also education. So there's a lot of different things that are out there that are evergreen niches that you can go into. The thing is, you really need to drill down into what it is that's going to be your product or service. And there is a number of different tools that you can use actually to be able to expand on your idea, um, that I'll also include right here in the links. And some of these ideas are some of these you wouldn't even know existed, without being in business. That's why um, I constantly tell people that the number one thing to do is simply just start your business. You don't have to quit your job or anything like that, but just start something, whatever it may be. Just start learning how to blog, start learning how to make a website. And that's actually come to number three is learn how to write good copyright. And that essentially means learn how to make a good website. So, so that's the number third thing to do if you're wanting to start an online business. 2018 is to learn how to write, and all these things they are there's a lot of stuff involved in each one that I'm saying. So this is just a very high level overview of it. Another one thing that you can do um, is to become an online influencer in your subject. So once you have your once you find your niche and you find if it's profitable or not, and then you go out and you learn how to write good copyright and all that stuff, and you get a website up and going, then you're going to want to establish yourself in that category. So what that basically means is you're going to want to have the majority of the category going to you on the search engines, and so that's what you're going to want to do in that respect. I could kind of show you a little example from what we do. You want to have the entire category. Ideally, that doesn't always happen like that in high traffic and high competition niches. You might only have one page that ranks, but the place that you want to get is to the position 1, 2, or 3 on Google, because 99.9% of people don't look past those two positions on Google. So that's what you're going to want to do. And let's see here. That's what you're going to want to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to see if I can. No, that didn't do it. Go restore chat. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this up here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so if we go up here to the search engines, and I don't know if this is showing. This page is, let me see what it says on here. Continue to allow, okay, so it's just showing this. Let me see here. Okay, no, so it's just going on this website. Okay. All right, so I'm going to try to show it in here. This is on YouTube. I'm trying to show it. Let's see here. Okay, no, that's not it either. Anyways, I'll show it to you. I'll edit this video and I'll show it to you. But basically, you're going to want to go to Google, and Google, actually, believe it or not, it helps you out with being able to come up with a product or service. You just type in something like, I don't know, how to start a business. If you go to how to start then Google gives you a bunch of suggestions right here. And you could just type in, A through Z, just go A, see what comes up. You type in backspace and go B, see what comes up. Type a backspace, type a C, see what comes up. Backspace. If we go up to S, how to start a business. Okay, so it comes up right there as well. And so it gives you, suggestions. So you kind of know what you need to target. Now make sure you the main thing is, get the to get to the first 3 pages, you check out your competition. So we'll just go to one right now here, our website. And I'm actually not even gonna type in the actual URL of the website. What I like to do when I'm looking for stuff that's mine that I know I've created, I like to see what these search engines are showing. So because Google changes everything, the searches nowadays are they're 100% customized for you. So your search will be 100% different than somebody else's search, and it goes a lot by geography and stuff like that too. So just remember that as well too. So that's why I like to just kind of search for what I want to be ranking for, and in this case, we're wanting to rank for mortgage loans, which is a very, very, very high competition keyword. And I wouldn't recommend anybody, not just because I'm in it, but just in general, try to get into that one. It has the largest banks and the largest everything out to get this word, and the keyword is actually one of the most expensive ones that Google has to rank for. Myself, I happen to have a little bit of an edge on that just because I have been a mortgage lender for about 14 years now. So I have a lot of different things that are going to me already that had to do with mortgages that were online, even before I started doing stuff online. So that helps me to be able to rank faster than most people. Actually, almost everybody, unless you have a good, significant history of being online. I've talked about mortgage lending over and over throughout social medias, over the past 10 to 14 years. So if you don't have something like that, I definitely would recommend you not trying to get into a niche that's competitive. But if you can see here, so I just typed in mortgage loans, and the first 4 that you look at right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, first 4 results, those are all advertisers. So those are people that have paid to be there. And you have some, big names up there. You have some Quicken Loans. You have Consumer Advocate, you have Lending Tree, and so these are some very, very, very big names that are up there, and they're paying to be up there. Now here are the organic rankings right here, the organic listings right here. And again, if you want to be, if you want to dominate a category, you want to get all aspects of that particular category. And in this case, the category is mortgage loans. And so here, if you just look, we are, our name is YPN Mortgage Loans, and we are in position 1. We're on our website, commercialrealestate.net. That's one of our main websites, and we're actually ranking three positions with that website, and then we're also, looks like, number 4, number 5. Pinterest is actually number 5. I mean, it's our Pinterest website. Our Google Plus website, and that's also up there as well too. So definitely, if you're going to start a business, you want to get things like Pinterest and Google Plus and stuff like that. And I'll give you different ways to be able to integrate your Google Plus and your YouTubes and stuff like that together later on in another video. Then as we keep scrolling down, here's number 6, and that's our Vimeo channel. And our Vimeo channel is ranked up there, number 6. We have some good videos in there. Number 7 is Amazon.com. I have written several books now for Amazon.com, and Amazon is the world's largest retailer by far. Out of people go there from, religiously go there to Amazon.com. So it has great traffic. So I wrote a couple books on there that are related to the niche that I'm in, and it shows up right here as number 7. So it's a product, not just information, that I'm also ranking on, ranking for as well. And then as we scroll down, also, yep, there's some more of our websites. We have a couple different websites, and again, we're right here ranked in this category, so which is great. And then then there's the competition that comes after that, and then there's more of ours after that, and then some of our competition, and then there's advertisements. So all in all, on the first page, where there is a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 advertisements on this first page right here, which is a good sign. Okay, so it means that the word or phrase that you're going for right here is a very profitable word and category, because there's 7 advertisers. That's a good indication right there that it's a good profitable keyword. So and out of the 15 results, we show up at the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 positions, and we're even sprinkled in there throughout the lower positions. So you want to do that if you're going to rank at in Google. And again, there's a lot of different things. There is a lot involved with online marketing, that a lot of the places and whatnot, they'll say, oh, we have this and this, and it's that easy, and it's this, and you can do everything with one click. And for the most part, I don't want a lot of people to get their hopes up, because it doesn't work like that. If it did, everybody would do it. People try to do it, but you find out very soon that you can hardly get any rankings in traffic unless you know what you're doing. And so don't be fooled by a lot of the people out there that are saying that you could do a lot of the things for very easy. It does take a lot of time and a lot of effort, and you have to be very, very, very committed to it. Um, myself, again, I didn't just all of a sudden know what I'm doing here. The I spent literally years studying this stuff. I have a crazy story, but and I'll go into it sometime of how I did it. But I ended up um, um, falling ill, and I actually had a stroke to where I could not even speak. I could not even touch my nose, could not touch my what the doctors were telling me to do, and so I could not speak for over 30 days because my stroke was so bad. It um, made me completely incapacitated, and the doctors were saying that I was never going to speak again. Um, so during that time when I couldn't talk, I did what I only thing I really could do for to satisfy my need to communicate is I went online and I started kind of learning as much as I could about different things that interest me, and that's how I got into the online marketing and but I literally spent days and days and weeks and months and even years learning this stuff. So it doesn't just come just from waking up and all of a sudden all this stuff. It takes a lot of time and effort and commitment on your part. But don't get discouraged by it. Um, I was to the point to where I was so upset with it and so pissed off that I couldn't rank when I needed to. That I was going absolutely bonkers because I'm the type of guy that um, I used to I still do play video games, um, and type of guy I don't like to lose and I always like to beat things and so I kind of took it like it's a video game. I took ranking and building a business as like I was playing a video game um, and then actually once I started putting the focus solely on the customers of the product or service that I sell, that's when everything really started coming around. And it wasn't until then, no matter even if I had good intention, and I wanted to do good stuff, once I made the money type of thing, um, the real income didn't start until I made the customer as the number one focus, and people can tell that nowadays too. Because even myself, we're just all so tired of getting jerked around by people that want to take advantage of us. Um, I'm very, very, very um, very sensitive to that. Myself, I'm a single dad. I do have 4 kids, and so every dollar that comes out of my bank account is money that I could be I could have to put on on the table for food to support my family, and I don't have an extra income, so I take every approach like that. If somebody does want a refund from something I've sold them, in any way, shape, or form, I have no problem giving that money back. It is not a problem because my main goal is to help educate people, help show people how to get a business, and everything else will come with that. All the positives will come with that. So you just have to always remember to keep your customers first. Um, again, I hope this helps you out a little bit. This is how to start a business in 2018. And if you just follow these simple steps, we'll be expanding them and we'll go into more detail because, again, it's not just that easy in some later videos. And I did include the links that are links to stuff that I use still. Like I personally use it still. And they help me out. Again, I'm one of those guys. I don't like to sit around and study a lot. I like things done really fast. So that's what I looked for. So hopefully, these things will be something that you guys could use. It won't, um, be too boring and stuff. It keeps me on my toes, and I have, I struggle with my ADD condition very bad still to this day. So it helps provide the stuff that I need in my brain um, to focus. So hopefully, if you don't struggle with ADD, it should be just fine with you. Um, and then also keep my numbers handy for chat or anything. If you have any questions on anything, I'd be more than happy to help out. I'm not a tech genius at all by any means, shape, or form. Not even a tiny bit. That's probably one of the least things I am, but I do know my way around a little bit, and I figure what is knowledge if it's not be used to give away to people and help them out with their lives. So I'm happy to give away whatever knowledge I can if you're stuck on something. So um, just keep my chat numbers handy. That's what I'm mostly on is on chat. You'd be able to find me like that. And I guess if you want to know a little bit about who I am, I'll go into a whole video on it one of these days. But my name is David Moore, and I do have a corporation that I own. It is a real estate and online marketing corporation called YPN, or some people refer to it as Young Professionals Network. And so what we do is we do online courses and do affiliate marketing and regular marketing for people in the real estate industry, whether it be a homeowner who wants to market their house, um, or whether it be a somebody who's a new realtor or somebody who's wanting to get involved in the business. We help them out as well too, and even established realtors and established mortgage loan officers and insurance agents. We help them out as well. Also, we help them get their social media uh, presence as high as it can, and we help them stand out amongst the competition out there, because that's the ultimate way that you'll make some money is if you're different than the other person is. So that's what we do, and we've been fairly successful at it. I'm not going to say we're the best; we're still all learning, and but we've the good thing that we've done is we put our customer first, and that's really what matters. Because if you do make a mistake and you're new in business, if the customer can tell that your intentions aren't there, then he's going to call you out on that, or she's going to call you out on that. So you always have to put your customer first, because people are going to make mistakes, and yeah, I mean, I've made plenty of them, and you are too. That's just the way it goes. If you want to dance the dance, as they say, and start a business, then you're going to have to take the falls that come with it as well too. So you are going to make mistakes, but if you do make mistakes, your customer is um, if they can tell that you are there, in their best interest, or you are wanting their best interests at heart, then they are very willing to not only forgive whatever mistake you made, they're willing to help you out with it and give you feedback, which is what you need as a business as well too in 2018. So um, hopefully that helps you out a little bit with some of the stuff that you did. I'm actually going to go into a how-to video of how to build a website in this next video, and we will just kind of take it from there. So, anyways, thank you very much. My name is David Moore. I am the president and CEO of YPN, or Young Professionals Network, and we are a California-based corporation who helps young professionals grow in their careers. So thank you very much. I'll have all the links and all the numbers down below, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you.